Hello and welcome to the Ending Body Burnout Show. We are your hosts, Chris and Philly, co-founders of a multi-award-winning functional medicine practice, serving busy people with energy, mood, and gut issues.
While busyness, addictive doing, people-pleasing, and perfectionism might be the norm, it's not normal, and it's a major contributor to health issues.
Our goal with this show is to give you a holistic root cause approach to healing your body so that you don't have to continue doctor or diet hopping or popping a gazillion supplements hoping something might stick.
So get ready to heal your body, get your spark back, deeply connect with yourself, and step into the life of your dreams.
Let's dive in. G'day guys and welcome to this episode of the Ending Body Burnout Show. You've got me today. I'm a big boy. I'm doing this all by myself. I'm a real boy. What's that? Pinocchio. So today I am going to take you through a real core component of the Ending Body Burnout Method and what we call SPARK, which is the more of the metaphysical, getting to the root cause of why you are experiencing what you're experiencing, why you have these health stuff going on. Philly and I love to think that, there's going to be some physical things going on in your body for sure, but there's also going to be some things that aren't specifically what you're doing, what you're eating, how you're treating your body, how you're not treating your body, things that have happened in your physical experience. You know, it might not be specifically only physical. There is also the metaphysical, and we like to use the saying, it's not one or the other, it's one and the other. And so today I'm going to talk a little bit about the spark side of things and the metaphysical and where you are stuck. This is really critical. In fact, it's so critical. We do this right up front in our Ending Body Burnout Method. There's only one thing that comes before where are you stuck, and that is about being present. And other than some introduction videos, the very first lesson is about being present. And once you really are able to be present with yourself and for yourself and by yourself, once you can be present into this experience that you're experiencing right now, you're able to sit with yourself and experience what you're experiencing. Lean into it, not lean out. And if you can be like that, you can identify and you can become aware of where you're stuck. The opposite of that is the proverbial ostrich with its head in the sand. I don't have a picture of an ostrich with its head stuck in the sand, but you know, if you were to with head in sand, you know, like when you like this, let me show you a picture. Does this make sense? You're on my, there we go. I just Googled one. I'm pretty sure this doesn't literally happen in real life, but when you become a proverbial ostrich with its head in the sand, you're doing that out of fear, and you're running that strategy for safety, and you're not really looking around and accepting that this is your current reality. You're pretending, you're putting your head in the sand. And I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense. It's not a logical or an adult way of dealing with things. It's not an adult strategy. It's not a grown-up strategy. And if you're running this pattern, there is another level for you. So get your head out of the sand and have a look around and identify where you're stuck. But it's not always as easy as saying that. So before we get too far into this episode, I'd invite you to, if you're driving, maybe just listen. If you're operating heavy machinery, maybe just listen. If you're in the water, how are you doing that with electronic device, by the way? But if you're either operating heavy machinery or driving, or you are in the water, maybe just don't do this breathwork piece that we're going to do right now. I don't think I even told you that we're going to do a breathwork piece. We're going to do a breathwork piece. Nice and simple. I'm going to give you some thoughts to consider and see if you can run them through your mind as I say them. So wherever you are, be nice and comfortable. If you're walking, feel free to walk. I actually really enjoy doing this sort of thing when I'm walking. And I do this a lot, often actually, almost every other day, I would say. So as you're there, allow yourself to close your eyes. Or if you're walking, you can close your eyes if you want to. See how you go. Don't close your eyes. Close your eyes, or at least be comfortable and breathe nice and deeply. And I'm going to play a little tiny bit of music in the background, and you might be able to hear this. And as you're breathing with me, just consider your life and your health, your relationships, maybe even your career, your occupation, your finances, your children. Think of all the things that are on your mind right now. And see if you can do a quick mental sorting of the things that are on your mind, in your mind. You might notice that there's some things that have already happened that are on or in your mind. And these make up your present, your now. But they've already happened, haven't they? And you know that there's some things that you can sort into that has happened in the past basket. Just notice that you can effortlessly and easily, automatically sort those things out. You know that they're in the past, don't you? And there's some things that haven't happened yet. They might not happen at all, but they're future things. And maybe they're things that will happen, you're guaranteed, like the sun coming up tomorrow. And there's some things that maybe they won't. And so just notice that your mind can sort and knows the difference automatically without you even trying. It can tell the difference between future things and past things. And just go ahead and, as you sit there or walk or whatever you're doing and breathing, just notice that you can sort those things out, can't you? You know the difference between future and past. And this breath that you're taking right now, and the next one, maybe if you're walking, the steps that you're taking, or the feeling of where you're making contact with whatever you're making contact, your bed or couch or chair, car seat, or whatever you're making contact with. That's a now thing, isn't it? And my voice, this is now. Those clothes that you're wearing, see if you can feel and bring that to your attention, to your awareness. Can you feel those clothes? Or if you're not wearing clothes, if you're in the shower, hello. And if you smile, just notice that you smiled. And if you didn't smile, notice that you didn't smile. And this is now. And your mind can tell the difference between now and future and past, can't it? It organizes it effortlessly, easily, automatically, just like this. And there's some thoughts, no doubt, that are running through your mind. These thoughts can sometimes come in rapidly. They might be staccato, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in. They might be on a loop. They might be a whole full scene. Just notice that. Notice the qualities of this movie that's running in your mind as you imagine and as you consider your now, your present. You might even be feeling something physical. And if you're in our world, you've probably got some health stuff that's happening in your present experience, your now. And so notice that. Feel that. Be aware of that. That might bring up some stories too. You don't want to feel that maybe. Maybe you're sick and tired of feeling that. So you're starting to get some stories and some opinions about your experience. You're having thoughts and feelings about your thoughts and feelings. Just let that be something that you notice as well. No judgment, just notice. And as you breathe in with me on this next one, I'd consider holding your breath for a moment and then letting go. Breathing in and holding and then letting go. Breathing in and holding and then letting go. Breathing in and imagining all your health and well-being things that are going on and holding, and then let it go. Breathing in and holding that imagining of health and well-being, and as you let go, being open and relaxed. Breathing in and remembering and being aware of health and well-being, holding, and letting go, relaxing and being open to inspiration and insights. Breathing in and noticing and remembering things that have happened, holding. And then breathing out, allowing yourself to be more aware of things, situations. Breathing in and noticing and remembering stuff to do with your health and where you feel stuck. Holding that and then letting it go, being aware, allowing yourself to be more aware. Breathing in and connecting with your feelings, your emotions, and your physical sensations. And then letting it go, giving yourself permission to address them. Breathing in and connecting with those feelings, emotions, and sensations, stories, holding it, and then letting go, giving yourself permission to notice them. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job. And coming back to now. Thank you for doing that with me. If you can, this might be a bit of an interactive activity today. Maybe you've got a pen and paper, or maybe you can use your phone, and you might want to pause this recording, or you might want to keep it going. Whatever you want to do. If you feel like I'm going too fast, pause it. Maybe you might press play in a couple of days after you've had some consideration and thought about the things I'm going to ask you. So as you think and consider these things, write down your insights and your ideas and your awareness pieces. And you might also have some intentions, some things that you say that they're actually not just insights, they're not just ideas, but they're action-oriented intentions. It's this inner tension, this pull towards something that you want that you don't have. It's something that you want that you don't have, or something that you have that you don't want. And it's this action piece. It's, I'm going to move towards this desired state of being that I'm not there at the moment. So have a think about and consider where you are now. And this is a very simple question, but very profound. Where do you feel stuck? Where do you feel stuck in your health, in your happiness, in your life, in any relationship, career, finances, physical location? Where do you feel stuck? And allow things to come out that maybe aren't necessarily health oriented. Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but allow the things that you feel stuck on to come out. And have a look at that list that you've got. And have a think about where you want to go from and where you want to go to. So you could draw a little bit of a line in the page. I want to go from this to that. From to. From to. And now you've got that written down. Have a think about why. Have a think about why this is important to you. So for each one of those things, each line that you've got or each point, why is that important to you? And this is called, I don't know what it's called, what a fancy name would be, but this is called chunking up. This is called getting to the highest intention. Maybe you could think about this as asking yourself why lots of times. And what you're looking for is the top, the reason, the main reason. And have a look at what you've written on your page and ask yourself why this is important to you and what you get out of that, or what the intention is, or what the purpose is. For example, if you want to, let's just say you want to, it might be something that you want to move away from. Say you want to lose a bit of weight, or say you want to have symptom resolution. Say you've got a rash, or you've got loose stools or something like that. Why do you want that? And whatever you say, ask yourself, well, why do you want that? Or why is that important to you? And then whatever you say, whatever you answer to that, you go, well, why is that important to you? Or what do you get from that? Or what's the purpose of that? So they're all the same question, but just differently. And you just keep asking yourself the same thing over and over and over and over again. What will that give you? What's the purpose of that? And then if you're feeling a bit stuck, you can also ask yourself, well, what's at stake? Imagine if you don't change. What happens if you stay the same? Now we're going to go down. Why is this really a problem for you? Why is this an issue? Why do you care so much? Something I like to say that's a little bit sharp and pointy that gets some good feelings, like a shortcut kind of thing. Well, who cares? What's another one? Obviously you do, but if you indulge me, who cares? Get over it. Stop whinging. Stop caring so much. Do you know what I mean? So you might pause this and ask yourself those questions. Who cares? Get over it. Why do you care if you've got loose stools? Why do you care if you've got that rash that comes and goes or stays? So answer it. And then ask yourself, well, why is that a problem? And you do some digging and some chunking. Guys, if at any time you feel like you're getting a little bit stuck, feel free to reach out to Philly and I, and we can be able to help take you through this. We do this with our clients in our Ending Body Burnout Method, but this is just something that's so simple, but it can sometimes, even though it's simple, it can be tricky when you're working through this on your own. So if you want some support and you want some help, guess what? This is what we do for work. And you might feel like there's no answers, but yeah, I'd like to see that. So why is this a problem? Get right to the bottom. So now after doing this little piece of work, you've got a reason why you want what you want, or you've figured out why this is a real problem for you. And imagine if you just stayed the same. Imagine if this didn't change for the rest of your life. And then consider, guys, why aren't you making the progress that you want yet? What's holding you up? What's the block here? What's the real issue? What do you need? What do you want? What's the resource? What's the capacity? What's the piece that will move the needle? What's the thing that you need the most right now? Have a think about that. All right. And so now think about, what's your role here? So be a big boy, big girl. Take some ownership here. What's your role in the mess? How are you playing a part in this? Or let's just say it's something like a rash. Or what's your responsibility for that rash? You might be thinking, oh, I'm not choosing this. Well, what? Hang on just a minute. Imagine if you were. Like, what's your role? What can you do about this? How did you get here? And you might be thinking, well, I didn't choose this particular thing. Okay. What do you have capacity over to choose? What can you do? What is your choice? And that can sometimes be a bit tricky too. And if you want some support, same thing as before, reach out to us. We can help you. What about emotions? What sort of emotions have you got coming up? When you think about these things that you're experiencing, how does that make you feel physically, but most especially emotionally? Like anger, shame, frustration, annoyance. There's a cool resource. It's called the Feel Wheel, or the Feelings Wheel. I don't know if you guys know what that is. You can just jump onto Google and there's so many. You can just jump on and find one. Here's one that I've just searched out. Click on. You can buy some from eBay, Etsy, all this sort of stuff. But yeah, you get these fear wheels, and they're kind of like thesauruses for your emotions. And so if you're feeling a little bit angry, well, are you let down? Are you humiliated? Are you feeling bitter? Are you feeling some kind of other way? Here, let me just bring up this feel wheel again. Are you mad? Are you feeling aggressive? Are you feeling frustrated, distant, critical? Or a better way, instead of feeling bitter, do you feel violated? Do you feel indignant? Instead of mad, are you furious, or are you a bit jealous? Jealous of somebody else? Are you, because that's a big one that comes up with our clients. They feel comparison. They're broken. They feel wrong when they first come to us. And so is that how you feel? Is that why you feel stuck? Okay, so you go through that, and then you might also be feeling like there's some sensations that you've chunked into a label. For example, let's just say I'm bloated. Let's just say that might be the word that, or the label that you're using. Or I've got IBS, or maybe you've got a label of a disease or a health condition that somebody's given you, like leaky gut, or maybe you've been given, say, eczema. Whatever the label is, see if you can be a bit more specific with that. Humans, we love labels because they save energy. We want to just cut to the chase. We want to say exactly what it is without wasting too much time. But let's just not do that for right now. Get a bit more specific. You might say, for bloating, instead of saying I'm feeling bloated, you might say something like, I'm feeling my stomach is pushing out from inside. Or when you say that, is it kind of up, down, outwards? Is it more lower? Is it, and so get really specific with what you're experiencing and start to notice what you're experiencing, and write all these things down. And now start to think about the stories that you're telling yourself. you might be thinking, this is a real crappy situation. This is a real bad situation. This is not good. I hate this, or I can't be happy with this. You might start telling yourself some stories like that. So write those stories down. Write them down. And have a look at all the things you've written on your page. What does it mean about you? All these things that you've written down, what does that mean about you? What does this say about you? It means I am this, or it means I am that. And bring this up in your mind. Try and build it. This might hurt, but that's good. I think it's a positive thing. Let this feel the way it feels, and consider what you want instead. What's the two? You want to go from here to what? And this is where you write down your dream. Write down your desired state. And as you write these things that you want to move to and this way you want to be down, there's probably going to be some buts. And write those down too. I want this, but blah, blah, blah. Write down those but blah, blah, blahs. If you could wave your magic wand, what will give you a bit of relief right now? If you could magically have something, what is going to give you just a little bit of a nudge in the right direction? Write that down too. And then we go to the last thing, which is, okay, well, why can't you have what you want? Is there any worthiness or a lack of worthiness? Is there any resource or lack of resource? Is there time or lack of time? Is there knowledge or lack of knowledge? Is there something or lack of that something? Is there a person or a lack of that person? Is there help or lack of help? You know, what's the thing that you need? And then have a look at everything you've written down and see if you can just come up with 3 things to just start moving the needle forward. Maybe that is shooting us an email. Maybe that is jumping onto a discovery call with me and just seeing if Philly and I can actually help you. Or maybe it is closing this podcast down and going, Chris and Philly just don't vibe with me. Cool. Good job. I'm glad I've done my work. Because now you know that we're not the right ones for you, who is the right one for you? Go and jump onto Google and find that person. That would be awesome. I'm happy to play the role of not right in your experience. That's awesome. That's me living my dream. It's helping you move your needle forward by getting you clarity. But if you feel like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want to do that. What are the 3 things? And make them as simple as possible. So have a look at your list of 3 things and dumb it down. And what I'm trying to do is not give you a massive list. So if you've just written 3 things that require a whole list of things to do, well, take just one, just dumb it down. Give yourself 3 tiny little things. Delete. And have 3 tiny little steps for you to take action on. So once you're aware of all the stuff, now you create a really simple, easy type action step, an intention. And then have a think about, all right, while I'm going through this journey of moving towards where I deserve and where I want to be, I'm going to be mindful of 3 things. I'm going to be mindful of 3 little sayings that I can tell myself. And if you can think of 3 little affirmations or quotes that you can tell yourself while you're going through your steps, then that's cool. And if you want some, you can borrow these ones. I'm not broken. I'm enough. I neither deserve this or don't deserve this. This has nothing to do with my worth. I want this. I am going to do this. I choose to do this. I've got this. Or baby steps. Maybe you can say something like baby steps, or 1 step at a time, or first things first, or keep it simple. Write something like a little quote. I'm thinking something that you can slap on a Post-it note, put it on your computer, put it in your car. Something that's, you're not writing an essay here. It's just a punchy little quote that you can be mindful of. And with those things that you've done today, you're really aiming for an outcome that is right for you. You're really aiming for success. And with this aiming that you're doing right now, you're now aware of where you feel stuck in your life, and you're aware of what you want instead. And you've created an intention for yourself. And they're really simple intentions. They're baby steps for yourself. And you're also mindful of some quotes or mantras or affirmations or little statements for yourself as you go through these intentional activities and action steps that you've got for yourself. You're being mindful of being a certain way, and you're being how you want to be while you do what you're doing, and then you'll be able to have the outcome that you want. Be, do, have. And we call this the AIM model, AIM, awareness, intention, mindfulness. Is super powerful. And elite athletes do this, high performers do this, musicians do this. Awareness, intention, mindfulness. And now, guys, by listening to this podcast episode, you should be aware of where you feel stuck and what to do about it. Feel free to repeat this, and if you found some value, please send this through to your friends. I also want you guys to know that our doors open in June to our Ending Body Burnout Method, but you can jump onto our waitlist. We only open our doors a couple of times a year, and if you want to, you can jump into the waitlist now. And those links will be in our show notes down below. But also, we have this Rewire Your Brain to Heal Your Body Burnout event. It's a live coaching experience where you've got Philly and I in your corner for a few days in a row, basically the best part of a week. And we're going to take you through some processes, present some ideas to you, and coach you through stuff like what we've done today. But June 2026, we're going to open our doors again. And before we do that, you'll have to jump onto our waitlist so you get early access and some freebies and bonuses and all this sort of stuff. But if you also, we have this resource. It's an Ending Body Burnout assessment, and I'll pop that down in the show notes as well. And the Ending Body Burnout assessment is a fantastic resource. It's like an assessment or a quiz, and we ask you some questions. It's brilliant. So you complete that, and we'll generate a report for you. It's all free, of course. And we found that people who take this assessment find it really helpful, and it validates your experience that you're going through right now. And so I think that's pretty cool. So check out our show notes down below. If you've got any questions, reach out, jump onto our website, book in a discovery call, free discovery call, real short, real quick. I'll find out if we're a good fit, if we can help you with the problems that you've got that you don't want, and give you the things that you don't got that you do want. Rewind that. All right. Have the best day ever. Chat to you soon. See ya.
Thank you so much for listening. We so appreciate you. If you'd like to give us extra smiles, drop us a review and spread the love by sharing this episode.
You can also rate your own state of burnout and the root cause contributors by taking our Ending Body Burnout Assessment on our website. And if you're interested in learning about our group or one-on-one Ending Body Burnout programs, shoot us a DM via Instagram or Facebook.
Have the best day ever.